Hi everybody, Paul Kummer here. Just wanted to have another video online, tell you what God's been doing here. A few weeks ago, actually second Sunday of July, had the privilege of being as a family at my dad's church in Nekoosa, Wisconsin, where we got to minister. Susan and I got to preach and then do ministry, and God healed a couple people without even, just by declaring that He was present. Healed a couple people. We prayed for a bunch of people after the service, and 2 or 3 of our family members of our 26-member family reunion were healed and encouraged even as God showed up in our home. We're excited about God being alive and well and wanting to touch people with His love and His goodness. 2 days after I got back from Wisconsin to Florida, I had the privilege of leaving 2 days later to go to Rome and to Jerusalem. This was a different kind of trip, not the orphanage, preaching churches, and do street ministry kind of trip, but it was a trip to pave the way for future trips. We went to declare peace, to go to embassies, to go to different political places in order to thank them for what they do for peace in the Middle East and to release God's goodness to them. I went with one of my favorite professors from Bethel and another staff member, and it was a glorious time. Love to show you some videos. The first video we show you is of the Wailing Wall, the western wall of the old temple, and make a few comments about that. I don't know if you saw it or not, kind of hard to read it too fast, but it talked about the Wailing Wall being the area of Mount Moriah where creation happened, where Abraham almost sacrificed his son, and where the first 2 temples were destroyed. I declared as one of thousands putting notes into the Western Wall, I declared this. I declared that the Western Wall description will add Mount Moriah, quote, Mount Moriah, where the Messiah was crucified and later rose from the dead for the world's salvation. Yes, Lord, may your glory fill the earth as the waters cover the seas. Oh, I love the Jews and I love the Muslims who live in that same city, and my prayer is that they would know the Messiah. The purpose of our trip was to bless the peacemakers of Rome and of Jerusalem that work for peace in the Middle East. My professor wrote a beautiful, powerful blessing, the last paragraph of which has these words: "We bless your fathers and mothers for being pillars of strength and stability that cause many to enter into prosperity and blessings. We bless you with success and confidence to know that the Almighty is with you and He is holding your hands. We bless you with influence and solutions that cause people groups in the Middle East to love and celebrate each other. We bless your diplomats, your governors, and your religious leaders with an increase of peace that never ends. May the zeal of the Almighty accomplish this for your nation and for the Middle East." And we took this blessing and prophetic paintings and other artwork that we brought with us, and we delivered them to the Secretary of State of the Vatican. We delivered them to the Palestinian and the Israeli embassy. We delivered them to the United Nations World Food Program and the Italian Parliament and a couple other places. At one of the places we read the blessing, 3 of us each reading a paragraph at a time, and the woman that represented the diplomat cried. Another place we read it, and the 2 guards behind her clapped. And they didn't know what to do when we brought good news and brought gifts and brought thankfulness to them instead of a complaint or instead of telling them what they were doing wrong. And we blessed them, we prayed, we released God's goodness all through those embassies and those political places, and we know God did a whole lot. See some pictures right now of the garden tomb and of Golgotha, look for the skull face, the eyes, sunken in eyes and a nose on Golgotha, the potential place where Jesus was crucified. I got to go running 3 times while I was in Israel, and as I ran on a promenade that overlooked the old city, my heart just grieved for only 2% of people who live in Jerusalem are Christians. The rest are Jews and Muslims, and they're so close yet so far from knowing the love and the power and the joy of Jesus, the Messiah, Isa, more than just a prophet. And I grieved and I prayed, and I will continue to pray. The last video I want to show you is of St. Paul's and St. Peter's prison cell in Rome, where Paul wrote 2 Timothy. You'll see the dungeon. He baptized people there. He wept. He cried. He was cold there. It was the most moving part of our trip, and it was there that when the tour guide was not looking, we dropped some morning glory seeds, some flower seeds, in order to be a prophetic act to say, God, may the blood of the martyrs continue to be the seed of the church. Prison of Apostles, St. Peter and St. Paul.
Makes me think of when Paul wrote that his eyes were getting dim.
And when he wrote, please send my cloak and the scrolls. Prison.
Definitely not our modern.
Thank you for watching this video. Thanks for partnering with us with your prayers, with your support, with your interest, with your love all the time. We love you back. We just want to go around the world and let people know how powerful God is, how loving He is, how much Jesus loves them, and how He wants to use them in this world to bring revival, to bring hope, to bring healing, to bring life amidst brokenness. And I just leave you with a blessing from Paul's letter he wrote from that same prison. He says, I thank God, whom I serve as my forefathers did, with a clear conscience. As night and day I continually remember you in my prayers. Recalling your tears, I long to see you, so that I may be filled with joy. For God has not given us a spirit of timidity or fear, but a spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. 2 Timothy chapter 1. God bless you.